Coming to you from the Big Island of Hawaii, it's the Songs and Stories Podcast. And now, here's your host, Steve Roby.
Aloha. I'm Steve Roby from Big Island Music Magazine. Let's hear it one more time for those guys. Woo! I guess this is going to be a very short interview. There they are. Come on, guys. Now they're shy. All right.
Thank you so much, everyone. You don't mind if I sit down, do you?
Please.
Okay.
Please. Yeah, good.
How's
Okay.
everybody?
I always wanted to be the fifth Beatle. Tonight's my
This is what
opportunity.
matters. It's the two of us.
I heard you. I heard them talking dirty.
Why don't we reintroduce the band, starting with Sonny down the end there. Let's start with just some introductions. This is just
Dennis Muth.
okay.
Paul Curatolo.
Paul Curatolo. Yeah.
And joining us on stage is
And this is late. This is late right here. Oh, I mean,
Alistair,
Alistair
okay.
McNeil.
Hi, I'm late. I'm Alistair McNeil.
well. This is a little Q&A session we do called Talk Story Time, and we get to know the band or the performers here at the Kahilu Theatre just a little bit better. So let's have some fun with this. What was the inspiration to do a Beatles tribute band? Was there one member in the band that said, "Hey, let's do this"?
That's a great question. We do get asked that once in a while, too. And it was started by Nolette, the other Paul, about 11 years ago, 12 years ago, maybe. And like the real John and Paul, we actually met at a church event and recognized that we both were complete Beatle fanatics. And then we realized that we were both musicians. I a drummer, he a bass player. And he said, "Hey, why don't we start a Beatles tribute band?" And I had been wanting to do that for like all my life. So I'm like, yes. and Alistair and I had been in a band a couple of years prior to that. And I thought, Alistair is a great guitar player, looks even a little bit like George Harrison, and but not quite as quiet. So Alistair was a great fit, and then we grabbed Sonny. Sonny's actually an old school buddy with Nolette from back in the Philippines, and even though they weren't like really close friends on Oahu, once we got together to do Beatles music, then it was like this magic, and it was just easy. And then again, like I mentioned, about 5 years ago, we transitioned into the ukuleles and cajon.
Give her all my love. That's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her too. I love her. She gives me everything and tenderly. Ours could never die as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her.
when you guys made that transition from guitars to ukulele, was there some limitations with going over to ukulele from guitar? Any challenges with that? I know you play, what, an 8-string ukulele?
I play an 8-string ukulele, so it's traditionally tuned, but it's double, octave, double. And it's challenging because you have to think, completely use a different set of chords. And sometimes doubly challenging if you also play it on guitar, because then you have to, have two separate parts of your brain, one that compartmentalizes guitar and one that keeps the ukulele over here, and don't let them cross. Yeah.
Have you guys had a chance to see the new 3-part docu-series on Disney Plus, Get Back? 8 hours of time to watch the whole thing? Mm-hmm. And have you guys seen it?
Yes. Oh, yes. My whole family, we were there around the TV with bells on Thanksgiving. Just couldn't wait. And the fact that they only released the one part on Thanksgiving was very rude of them, because the rest of the night it was almost like withdrawals. It's like, I just spent 2 hours with the Beatles in a room,
Right.
I don't want to live without
and
them.
it kept getting better as the
It's fantastic.
parts
If you haven't seen it, see it. The Beatles are back. They're definitely back. We need them so much right now. So it's good to have them back.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smile's returning to the faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Why do you think their popularity has continued for 60 years? 62 they started, right? Almost 60 years, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about their message. Their message is timeless. Not only their message of peace and love and really harmony, but then you got this killer music, and it spoke to the counterculture then, and it does now, and it forever will.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, and the younger fans too. Yeah, they enjoy it. Yeah. When you guys put together a set list, do you consider adding new songs? Or I noticed you kind of did it chronologically. Are there any band favorites that you put in the set?
There are certainly some band favorites, like I want to do this song, I want to do that song. But again, the frequency that we play, we have to really shuffle our music so we don't do the same music at the Blue Note again. We're playing at the Blue Note on Monday, by the way. And, you know, it's
come
the
over to
best gig in
Waikiki.
town, actually. So we have to do that. Luckily, we have really learned how many of the Beatles songs, in percentage,
I'd say
how
about
many have we learned?
120 songs, which they wrote about 220 recorded. So we're a little over halfway. We got a
Okay.
lot of work to do. So
And that's still a lot of music. Okay, so we have a lot of music to circulate, to move around, and we can do that. We of course have our favorites, you know. But Here Comes the Sun is my all-time favorite. I think it's
So for example, if somebody here in the audience tonight wanted to come back tomorrow to Friday's show, would they be in for a treat again? Would they?
he's not gonna tell, but we try to put the same set list just so it's easier for our Paul here. He's helping us out here. Otherwise, we can play a lot more different songs, the new songs, you know. But we might be able to surprise you. We don't know, you know.
let's
There's
keep
an
them,
opportunity to buy
Might
tickets.
surprise ourselves.
But Paul here plays not only just bass, but he plays the grand piano too. When he does Let It Be, he actually plays the piano. But we didn't know that we have a piano in the back here. Maybe tomorrow we can pull that out.
Tomorrow
I don't know.
night, yeah.
Maybe, okay?
Maybe.
And he'll surprise you guys, okay? There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, but some remain. All these places have the moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
So, Paul, why don't you tell us a little bit about you're in another Beatles tribute band called Rain?
Rain and Tribute
Tell
to the
us
Beatles.
about that.
Yeah. In fact, Al and I are in the mainland. And, well, yeah, we actually played the Hawaii Theater in 2019. And it was such a blast. I mean, how fun was that? So I've been performing with that group since, I think, 2013 or 14.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good.
and when I joined, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. And, yeah, then we found Alistair, and then the rest is history, as they say.
All right. So with things starting to loosen up with the pandemic, hopefully, what are your plans for 2022? Have you made any plans for 2020?
It's hard to make a plan among the group because I do a lot of traveling, and the guys know that from the very beginning. Like January to April, I'm going to be gone, and I think Alistair is going to be gone too at some point in the beginning of the year. So we all have to do our gigs while everybody is here. And plus now, our Nolette is not able to just play with us, and we have to think of Paul's availability. Okay, he's not always available. We're so lucky we have this Paul right here. Isn't he awesome, guys? Woo! He's a real Paul. His name is really Paul.
Yeah, so that's the deal with our band. Is it's very much affected by the weather, because oftentimes there's a lot of rain, and other times it's very sunny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get the rim shot. Yeah.
I couldn't resist. Just like the something, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
I look at you, oh, see the love there that's sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. I look at the floor and I see it needs sweeping. Still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know why nobody told you how to unfold your love. I don't know how someone controlled you. They bought and sold. And I notice it's turning, while my guitar gently weeps. Every mistake we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know how you were diverted, you were perverted too. I don't know how you were inverted, no one alerted you. Look at you, oh, see the love there that's sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. Look at you, oh, still my guitar gently weeps.
last question. Where's the best place to find your music? You've got, what, 2, 3 CDs out now?
We did, 2 CDs, and they can be found online at CD Baby, or you can go through our website, which is beat-lele.com, and you can hear the music first, but it's also on Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes and all that fun stuff, and as I mentioned earlier, Walmart and some other retailers.
All right, okay. And so this is at the end of our little talk story. So you guys, I didn't prepare this with you guys. Do you want to sing Birthday for your manager? Maybe a cappella as they roll the credits?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
All right.
You want to do it with the
Happy birthday, Derek.
You got your instruments?
My
You want to do like a cappella?
And
Or
maybe
the whole place, Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Derek.
Where's Derek? Stand up, Derek.
Happy birthday to you.
We love this guy. Derek
many
Lanning.
more.
Well, thanks everybody for coming to the Kahilu Theatre tonight. Again, Beat-Lele will be back tomorrow night, Friday night, 7 p.m. show. And thanks for watching Kahilu TV. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Aloha. Drive safe.
Thanks for listening to the Songs and Stories podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. We'll see you next week on Songs and Stories. Aloha.